In the exhilarating world of Formula One racing, where every second counts, there is one name that resonates with unparalleled speed and precision: McLaren. Behind their victories and record-breaking performances lies a closely guarded secret: the heart of their racing machines, the McLaren engine. What makes the McLaren engine the pinnacle of automotive technology? How does it deliver mind-boggling acceleration and awe-inspiring top speeds? Prepare to be captivated as we explore the cutting-edge innovations and meticulous craftsmanship that go into every component of this mechanical marvel. McLaren is one of the most successful Formula One teams in history, having won several races and championships throughout the years. The team is well known for its cutting-edge engineering and imaginative use of technology, which have made it a fan favorite with both drivers and spectators. With Bruce McLaren from New Zealand founding it in 1963, it is also one of the oldest teams in the sport. McLaren has always been at the forefront of engine technology in F1 because of the time and resources at its disposal. They have employed a range of different engines in their vehicles throughout the years to offer them a competitive advantage on the track. Throughout their stint in Formula One, they have chosen to employ external engine suppliers. So, which engine does McLaren use in Formula One today? In Formula One, McLaren's principal source of power is a Mercedes-Benz engine. It is a highly amazing and sophisticated engine in terms of technology, with a turbocharger, direct injection, and 6 cylinders grouped in a V layout. McLaren has depended on external engine sources to power their vehicles throughout their Formula One career. Honda, Tag Porsche, Ford Cosworth, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz are among them. They began utilizing the Mercedes-Benz engine in 2022 and will continue to do so until 2024. The McLaren MCL35 is a Formula One vehicle developed by James Key and manufactured by McLaren to participate in the Formula One World Championship. The automobile was initially planned to participate only in the 2020 season, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the lifetime of all 2020 cars was extended until 2021. For the 2021 season, McLaren constructed an updated version of the vehicle, the McLaren MCL35M, as the team reverted to utilizing Mercedes engines. Both variations of the vehicle were regarded as competitive, and the team's performances improved significantly over the 2 seasons it was used in, with McLaren consistently finishing third and far closer to the top teams than had been the case since the turbo-hybrid era started in 2014. The MCL35 was a significant improvement over its predecessor, the MCL34, with a redesigned design that improved aerodynamic efficiency and was better optimized for Renault engines. After the season was postponed due to the COVID-19 epidemic, the MCL35 made its debut in the 2020 Austrian Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz Jr. and Lando Norris drove it. McLaren finished third in the World Constructors' Championship for the first time since 2012, with podium finishes in Austria and Italy, as well as 3 fastest laps and a track record at the Red Bull Ring. The MCL35M was piloted by Norris and Daniel Ricciardo in 2021. The revised vehicle made its competitive debut in the season's first race, the 2021 Bahrain Grand Prix, where it set 2 fastest laps, won 1 pole position, and finished on 5 podiums. At the Italian Grand Prix, the vehicle earned McLaren's first victory since 2012 and its first 1-2 finish since 2010. McLaren finished 4th in the Constructors' Championship, falling behind Ferrari for 3rd position. Because of the FIA's token system limits for 2021 development, most of the aerodynamic improvements for the MCL35M were implemented in the 2020 season. McLaren had significantly re-engineered some areas of the MCL35 to comply with 2021 rules that limit the car's total downforce, while the transition to the Mercedes power unit forced the reworking of hydraulics, cooling, electronics, air and fluid piping, and control boxes. The M12's different layout from the E-Tech 20s resulted in these changes because the M12 places the compressor at the front and the turbine at the rear, allowing for a larger and more effective power unit. The E-Tech 20 had both the turbine and the compressor at the rear of the engine. The MCL35M also included a new gearbox, which McLaren proceeded to develop on its own. Because of the new gearbox, the car's wheelbase had to be extended. The MCL35M, according to Key, is like a new car. With the MCL35M, Key targeted two priority areas for improvement: low-speed cornering ability and wind sensitivity, both of which the MCL35 suffered with. The number of new parts on the MCL35M is about the same as when we built the MCL35, stated production director Piers Thin, implying that essentially we've been building a new car. However, gearbox internals and other suspension components were not modified since they were permitted to carry over from 2020 outside of the 2021 budget restriction. Because the back end of the chassis and the gearbox housing were extensively altered, McLaren was the only team that needed to re-homologate its chassis as a result of the modifications in vehicle construction. In December 2020, the MCL35M passed FIA crash testing. The MCL35M's air intake was drastically modified from the MCL35's, becoming a more conventional design akin to that found on Mercedes automobiles. The SID pods were also redesigned to dump air down the floor and into the diffuser, creating additional downforce and counteracting the impacts of the 2021 technical rules, which were designed to lower downforce. The MCL35M's diffuser caused controversy during pre-season testing because it appeared to have diffuser strakes that were much longer than what the 2021 regulations permitted. Because the inboard strakes were attached to the bottom of the vehicle, the team was able to install a more powerful diffuser. Key was surprised to find out that no other team had used the loophole, but he said that it was a component of a larger aerodynamic theory and that he did not foresee it being replicated or serving as a subject of continuous conflict. In a research on the progression of 2021 technology, journalists and technical experts Mark Hughes and Giorgio Piola selected the diffuser developed by McLaren as the most original invention of the season. As we come to the conclusion of our amazing voyage into the world of the McLaren engine in Formula One, we really hope that you have developed a deeper appreciation for the creativity and invention that lie at the heart of this magnificent piece of equipment. It is a monument to the inventiveness and commitment of the engineers and technicians who bring the McLaren engine to life, that the engine's unrelenting quest of perfection and its symbiotic connection with the rest of the vehicle. The McLaren engine is a testament to the brilliance and passion of those who bring it to life. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. Until next time, keep the spirit of speed alive and remember to always embrace the extraordinary.